Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is a good day regardless of what news you see about Newcastle United, because in less than 2 weeks time now the season ends. I can't wait for the end because that's where the real fun begins. And my birthday ticket as well came today actually. That'll be the full house done for me. The first time ever I'll be at every single match this season. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's until then. This is now. There's a lot of news came out today regarding transfers and just leaked information, so plenty to discuss in this video. Now, Sean Longstaff has reportedly said no to Newcastle United. He has turned down his 4-year contract renewal. So as it currently stands, this summer he will leave the club. So yeah, a bit of an interesting one. As well as that, we've got Jesse Lingard looking like he's not going to go to Newcastle United. We've got leaked kits being reported on social media. And we've got Jose Mourinho talking about Newcastle. Does he want the job in the future? Plenty to talk about in this video. Alright, so my next door neighbour's cat, by the way, he's quite literally 20 years old. So when Alan Shearer was playing football, that was when he was born. What a lad. There's one of my cats down there, and there is the other one. Sorry about that. Anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to head down there, hit that subscribe button. It helps out massively the channel. As well as that, it gives you guys updates on when new videos come out, so you'll be the first to know about all the news in this summer transfer window. And trust me, there'll be a lot of news this summer. But anyway, the question of the day is, if you were Eddie Howe, would you keep Sean Longstaff at this club? Stick it down in the comment section down below and I'll respond to your comments. And finally, if you can smash the like button, I'll really appreciate that. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that. Without further ado, let's get into all the news. We're going to begin off by talking about the statues at St James's Park. Bobby Robson's statue is getting a fresh clean here, which is good to see. It should regularly be done because whenever you walk past the ground, there's always just loads of bird crap on it. So yeah, it should be cleaned more often. It's good to see the club's actually putting the TLC in now, as they should have done all those years ago. And as well as that, Alan Shearer's statue, as we know, is on the outskirts of the club grounds. That's getting moved right next to Bobby Robson's statue, and that's set to be in place for the Arsenal game. So as you can see from this picture here, they are planning on taking the statue out of the ground now. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in place. I think it will be done in time for next Monday, so make sure to keep an eye on it as they head into St James's Park. But yeah, updates about the statues there. Despite the summer transfer window, it's good to see the club is still making those small changes where it needs to be done. Again, we've been neglected for quite a long time now, and we had to rebuild everything really. So it's good to see. Keep it up. Let's talk about Sunderland now. I don't tend to talk about them much, but I thought this comment was hilarious after the League One playoff game. So Sunderland won 2-1, and for whatever reason, one of the fans decided to put a tweet out saying, "Let's laugh at Newcastle." I mean, let's laugh at Newcastle with the richest owners in world football who have actually got ambition and don't treat the fans like a joke as they do down there. I mean, yeah, sure, if that gives you satisfaction in life, then go ahead, but I'm enjoying myself here. I'm sure plenty of Newcastle fans are. I'm looking forward to what happens in the summer, and I'm going to be sitting back, relaxing, and just knowing that this club's in a better place, whereas down there, still a lot of uncertainty. So listen, laugh with all he wants. I don't know why he would. Let's talk about the big one now with Sean Longstaff. There was a 4-year contract extension on the table for him. His contract runs out this summer. We already know that Eddie Howe sees him as a long-term target. He's a homegrown talent. He's someone that Eddie Howe in a few years' time just wants to use. So for now, he's a squad rotation player. He's not getting much game time. And Sean Longstaff, he wants more game time. That's why he said no. He wants to be playing regular football at this club. And as a result, he said no to that contract. Now, I do have to respect that as a player because he clearly wants to be better. He wants the player to be better. But he's had a lot of opportunities at Newcastle United, and he hasn't performed on the previous managers. And now that there's a takeover, of course he's going to be playing less football because we're going to be signing better players that are going to be overtaking his spot. And he has to accept that as a player. Bruno is always going to start over him. Joe Linton is always going to start over him. It's just life. The better football players than Sean Longstaff. And as a player, you either continue to train, try and get better, or you move elsewhere. It's just how life is. He's not going to start at this football club. He's a squad rotation player, and he has to understand that. And if he doesn't understand that, as he said no already, he'll be going to another football club. Who's going to be playing for, like Watford, Norwich? I mean, what's the point? In my personal opinion, like, why is he not staying? It's a club he supports. He's went through the ranks. He's played for North Shoe. He's went through all the youth squad ranks. Just sit there, enjoy it. You know your club's on the up. Yes, he might not play much, but you could potentially be getting major honours in the future. May have medals that you can be telling your sons about. So I don't know. I personally feel like he should stay even if he's not getting much football. But it's his choice. If he wants to play football, then I do respect that, but at the same time, he's not going to get much better than Newcastle, so I don't know. I don't really understand that one, to be honest. The contract's there. Take it. Eddie Howe, once you're there, I'll be taking on a heartbeat, but it's his choice, and according to the media, he said no. Jesse Lingard at Newcastle looks to be off because it's reported in the media that Lingard wants £150,000 a week. And Newcastle's wage gap really don't allow any player to be in that amount of money at this current time. Now, to be fair to Lingard, he's now a free agent. Well, he will be a free agent in the summer. And the club will honestly pay that money for him. He knows that a lot of football clubs would be interested in signing him. And as a result, he can kind of take the mick of his agent and ask for big fees. And I think a club will honestly pay that for him. So I can understand why the player wants that. And as shown in January, the likes of Sven Botman, Newcastle already proven that we won't be taking the mick out of. We'll play it nice and fair. But this becomes a bit of a dilemma now, because if we're refusing to pay £150,000 a week to sign a player on a contract, then what players are going to come to this football club that don't want a high contract? Everyone knows how rich Newcastle are. Everyone knows how much money Newcastle have. And as a result, agents out there will look to capitalise from this. And it's going to be a problem for Newcastle in the summer, because who will we sign that isn't going to be on high wages? Because every football player in today's age that is good will want a lot of money. And that's just the unfortunate truth to it. And that becomes a choice now. Do Newcastle play it safe and we sign players that don't want much money? Or do we just go out and buy some expensive players, but as a result, we might upset the dressing room? Eddie Howe said last transfer window that we want every football player to be in a similar wage, because, for example, if we have a player that comes in like 200 grand a week, and the likes of Sim Max might come out and go, oh, well, hang on, if he's getting paid that much, I want more money, and that might cause some unrest in the dressing room, which is why a lot of the players at the club are on a similar wage. So this is going to cause a huge problem in the transfer window, because if we don't get players in on 150 grand a week, who the hell do we sign? Let's talk about the leak kits now. So Newcastle's home kit next season and one of the away kits has been leaked on the internet. I'm going to show them on the screen now. Now, with leak kits, take them a massive pinch of salt, because every single season there's always leak kits that pop out and they're always proved to be fake. So keep an eye on this one. It looks legit, but just don't take it as 100%. Like, these are subject to change. This might just be a load of crap. But I'll put them on the screen anyway and see what you guys think of them. That's the leaked home kit there. It doesn't matter what the kits look like, to be honest. If it's going to have Fun 88 on it, it's just going to be crap. I don't like the sponsor at all. I really do feel like it ruins the shirt. And with Custos, well, I've got a lot of problems with Custos as a kit supplier. Because whenever I try to order stuff online, it's always out of stock. Like, you never have any stock in. And when I went to the shop, for example, it's just a nightmare. Custos is just a bit of a nightmare to do. So I really hope to improve next year. The kits this season, I'm just not a fan of them, to be honest. I don't mind this one. I think the blue one's probably the best one, but I think the gold kit one's disgusting, and the home kit, I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. So I'm hoping next season's kits, if that's true, I don't mind that one so much. And as for the away kit, we've got a blue kit there. It's just nothing to it, really. I mean, it's okay. I prefer the light blue one this season, but again, it's not the worst kit I've ever seen. It's going to be a bit tricky with kits, though. Now, I can't tell you stuff, but as far as I'm aware, these aren't the kits next season. We'll see what happens in the next few weeks or so, because I do feel the kits will come out nice and early. I think the sponsors will change. Saudi Golf, of course, they're quite involved with the club, so I do feel at some point it will probably change to something related to that. But yeah, let me know what you think about the kits down below. Finally, let's talk about Jose Mourinho, because he's had some opinions to say about Newcastle's season, which is quite interesting. On the screen there, as always, people asking about his connection to Bobby Robson, and he's mentioned Newcastle here, saying how he's pleased to see him in a better position. Is this a bit of foreshadowing, maybe, that he wants the job one day? I'll be honest, I love Eddie Howe, but I'll be really gutted if in my lifetime Jose Mourinho never comes to Newcastle, because I just feel like those two are meant to be. I love Mourinho as a manager, he's so iconic, and I hope one day those paths will cross. By the way, I don't want to disrespect Eddie Howe though, because he's doing a fantastic job, and in order for that to happen, Eddie Howe had to do bad, so yeah, he's doing a great job at the minute, and that's not going to change anytime soon. But it's really interesting though to hear Mourinho come out and say some thoughts about the club though, and I expect over the next few seasons a lot of exposure will continue to be made about Newcastle in the media. But yeah, I'm going to finish things off there, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Plenty to talk about. It's never boring with this football club, and as I said before, once that season ends, bam, those explosions will go off. I'm extremely excited to see how the club progresses. I do expect things to change in the summer. Once again, as I said in my last video, we had to clear out before we bring in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, guys, take care. Enjoy this nice warm day. And I'll see you on the next one.